everybody.
Happy Black Friday!
Thanksgiving.
We have so much fun here. We thought we'd let y'all in on some fun. That was that cold open.
That was it.
That was that.
That's you got the peer behind the curtain. See how the sausage is made,
Ooh,
as they say.
veggie sausage.
Veggie sausage, of
is
course.
made.
You got a thing right here.
Is it like a hair?
It's blue.
Oh,
You can have it.
the fuzzy.
It's for you.
Hi, friends. Hi, thank you for being here. Did y'all buy anything? Did people buy anything? People don't go out in person, though. Everybody shops online, right? Like, nobody actually goes.
I drove past the mall on the way here this evening, and it was packed. Cars everywhere. So there are some people still going out, apparently.
I didn't buy a goddamn thing today.
No.
Good
I
job,
bought
people.
pants! Pants for the family!
You got some pants.
The family pants. These are big pair of pants. Everybody jumps in.
Family pants. Yeah, it's one giant
Pair of pants.
one pair of pants.
Nice.
It works. Anyway, happy, Friday. Happy Black Friday. Happy day after Thanksgiving.
Is
Thanks
it
for being
happy?
here.
I don't know. It's weird. We're going to play a weird game in honor of Black Friday. We have our own traditions here at the Cult Show.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
And
Yes,
that
we do.
includes watching a pretty fucked up movie. And then, I don't know, maybe this is a new tradition where we play kind of like a game that involves consumerism to some degree.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we do that. I watched hella things and I can't wait to tell everybody about them.
Oh, good. Okay.
Good.
But first,
First,
A taste.
a cheers, a toast, yes. To our friends.
to our friends.
To you.
Here, there,
Friendsgiving.
and everywhere.
Friendsgiving's what it's all about.
Cheers.
Cheers, friends.
And to you.
All right, let's get down to brass tacks. I'm spitting nails. I watched, producer Scott and I and friends, we watched the Thanksgiving movie.
Yay.
Okay.
Mike watched it too.
Michael watched. Okay.
All right.
Loved it.
Loved
it. Thought it was so fun, so funny. I do enjoy most of Mr. Roth's films. Anyway, I feel like it had a lot of kind of throwbackish charm. A lot of people online were saying it's their favorite slasher since Scream. And it also had like a lot of fun new things and a lot of his own flair to it. It was really gory and had a lot of dark humor. Like so much wonderful dark humor. Producer Scott, I have not heard him laugh that hard in a movie in a really long time. Yeah, it was great. It was great. We loved it. Yeah, loved it. You know, chime in there, Chuckles.
Well, just the fact that I liked it so much means that they won't. But it's okay.
No.
It's okay.
Wow.
I think
It's
It was-
a lot of fun.
It was probably the best movie of the 2000s.
Yep.
I think you guys are gonna like it, and I specifically think Neil will like it.
Okay.
But I think you'll both like it.
All right.
Also finally watched When Evil Lurks.
Oh, what'd you think?
Oh, nice.
Well, I say finally. I watched it like 2 weeks ago, but loved it. Loved it. Damien,
Yeah.
can this man do no wrong? I don't think he can do wrong.
He's 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
Like out of the park.
Yes, he brilliant. And I know it's natural to be like, oh, did you like this one more or Atarados more? I mean, I don't want to pick. Honestly, I don't want to pick, but I'm just so endlessly impressed with him. I'm just and like the movie it has a lore to it, it has a mythos to it, and so does the first one. And he likes that. He likes like building these cool backstories, and he always has some cool little gadgets as well. Absolutely fantastic and unsettling.
Yep.
And gory.
It's
Gory bits.
It's great. It's like in your face,
Yes.
kind of horror. Daylight.
Kind-
You mentioned during the daytime.
We love daytime horror scenes. Have you
Yeah.
seen it yet, Caleb?
I have not seen it yet.
Oh.
No.
And I'm gonna say fairly unrelenting.
Yeah.
By today's standards, well, by any standards. Then I watched Priscilla because I haven't talked about it much on this show, but I love Sofia Coppola's films. I'm a major fan of Sofia, and again, she rarely disappoints me. It's just a beautiful film to absorb, and the music is very transportive to a time and place. And man, that Priscilla Presley, she had a hard life.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like recently too, like she's a survivor, she's a fighter, man. She's been through some shit. So that was nice. And what else? I think we talked last time about Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, we finished The Fall of the House of Usher.
You finished?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So, and?
Well, hang on. I'm still
Oh, okay.
3 episodes
Good
away.
damn it.
Okay, no spoilers. Flanny, again, these are all people that like we love, and they just make such good content.
Yes.
It's incredible. It's again, I can't really pick a favorite movie of Mike Flanagan's or miniseries. It's too hard, but in a lot of ways, I think this is kind of my favorite. I don't know. I love Edgar Allan Poe so much.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful love letter to Gothic storytelling.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's real good.
It's excellent. But
Um,
not my favorite, which just goes
yeah.
to show how good his other ones are in my opinion.
Tommy, producer Scott and I loved Five Nights at Freddy's. We thought it was really fun. A couple of haters in this room didn't agree. Anyway, that is all the things I watched.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
Good job.
A lot of things.
Me?
You take it.
Okay. Let's see. I am reading Artemis by Andy Weir. Never read it before.
Oh.
Okay.
So it's a sci-fi that takes place on the moon. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I love Andy
Um,
Weir.
I watched Saltburn is currently out in theaters.
Looks so good.
Excellent movie. Really, really, really enjoyed it. Great story, great acting. Like the sets are incredible. It's like extremely visual, but yeah, I absolutely loved it. And then I'm just still banging away at American Horror Story. It's still on double feature,
Okay.
which is like what two
So
seasons
many
ago or
seasons
something.
ago. Better late than never.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really all I did.
I didn't really watch a heck of a lot to report.
2 weeks,
I'm
no?
trying to get caught up on House of Usher still, but like I said, I've just got so much other outside influence right now. I just can't watch very much. So I'm getting like one in a week. It seems like, but it is really good. I'm enjoying it, lots and lots.
Yeah.
What I can say that's kind of funny is that my son, who does not so much care for horror films really, even though I forced some on him in his day.
Maybe that's
But,
why.
It could be why. Who knows? But like I was watching House of Usher, and I don't know, 2 weeks ago maybe, and it ended with like screaming and things happening, and I won't say what they are. But after it ended, he comes like running in, and he's like, how can you watch that stuff? Oh my God! I mean, I'm just in the kitchen and I can hear all this stuff, and it makes me cringe. And here you are watching it. What's wrong with you? And goes in this tirade about berating me for liking horror movies and being a dark person and all this stuff because of the sounds you heard coming from that. And then then last week I was watching Creepshow, the series on Shudder, and there's more like screaming and crunching and whatever was going on, you know. And there,
So much
and
crunching.
again he comes rushing in and gives me the same freaking,
Like,
the
how
same
dare
talk
you.
again. Goes, oh my God, I'm in there again. What is wrong with you? How can you watch this stuff? Oh my God, and coming in. It's just like,
It's just like our parents all over again. But now it's your kid.
now it's my kid.
So I have a theory
So-
that like parents that force their kids into sports.
Yeah.
Like this is that with horror. So now he's like really nitpicky about it and like, how could you? How dare you?
Yeah,
like
maybe.
like you just sub it in. It could be anything. It could be sports. It could be golf.
Right.
Sports or golf.
Sports or golf.
Notice the
Sports
separation.
Could be golf. Maybe it could be horses. It could be
The horses.
if you try to make him a horse boy.
I don't know. It's just
Gonna make you a brony.
make it.
We need
Yeah.
more. Where did all the bronies go? That's my
don't
version of
know.
that Paula Cole song.
Sound off in chat if you're a brony.
We're still here.
I love bronies.
Anyway, so yeah, that's what I get with that. My son giving me earfuls of what's wrong with
What
me.
God's name is he watching?
I don't know. I don't watch what he's on his phone, with the headphones or whatever. So I don't.
So see, that's not fair because
But-
like you can't judge if we don't even know what the heck you're absorbing.
Right. It's It's probably SpongeBob SquarePants or something. I don't know.
I
But
mean,
Which treasure, national
that's a
treasure.
great show.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
or this is a SpongeBob house. Now
I
we
was
know.
doing a Mr. and Crab impression
I
earlier
was talking to
tonight.
I called you Mr. Krabs earlier.
Okay. And then, so some of you might know out there, all of you know in here, that I am a Dolphins fan, a Miami Dolphins fan,
The sports team.
the sports team of the horses. And so I had to give up watching the Dolphins a number of years ago because I get too much into the games and I can't eat and I get nervous and I get clammy and not, all these things when I watch these football games, and it was like getting to a point
healthy.
where it was not a good relationship.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to pull back, and life got better overall. But now, of course, the Dolphins are somewhat doing better. We'll call it.
They're respectable again. I would say.
yeah.
Yes.
So now, when a game comes on, I'm like, okay, like today there's one on for the Black Friday game, the first Black Friday game
Right.
on Amazon. So I watched it because I didn't have to go to work and whatever
They
it is.
did very well.
So, well, they did and they didn't. See, that's the problem. And this is my problem
Hold
with
on,
this.
are you clammy?
Is that
If you're clammy, I'm going to ask you to stop.
if you're clammy, you know it. Clap your hands. So, but so I'm just bringing up that I watched the game again, and it just comes right back. Like immediately, my leg is like doing like this constant shaking, and I'm all clammy, and
Stressed.
it's like it's one thing if like they just win, like kick someone's butt completely, right? Then oh, they got this. But when you're watching the game, and there's like they're not doing not a decisive win, it's no fun for me. I get all palpitative. So anyway,
So we're somewhere in between these
it just
places.
reminded me about
Yeah.
why I should not watch football. So anyway, I did that today on Black Friday.
Okay.
But the Dolphins won. So
They
thank God.
did 34-13, which is like an outright win, which is what you asked for.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyone who watched the games will know it was sloppy. It was if they had played a good team, they would have probably gotten their booties kicked.
Okay.
That being said, this is not a sports show. This is a cult show.
All right.
Well, what's the difference, really?
I don't know. One more thing, since it is Black Friday, it is the holiday season. It is time to go shopping for the ones you love, and in some cases, the ones you hate. So, in either case, CULTSHOW merch is available. So, hey,
Ooh, CULTSHOW mirror.
do you want to get yourself a sweatshirt or a t-shirt or a pillow?
Or a mug?
Or, mugs? We have everything anyone could possibly ever want for anything. You want to know how to split the atom? You can find it at thecultshow.com/store.
Scott will explain it.
Yeah,
to you.
Scott will explain that for you.
He apparently
Tommy,
masks.
also my favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. So, cheers.
That's okay,
Yeah.
Tommy. That's all right. That's all right. Isn't Drew Brees now claiming he can't lift his arm or something now because of football or
Drew Brees is not playing.
something? I know, but he was for a long
He's
time.
saying he can no longer throw with whatever his primary arm was.
Right. Anyway,
Neither can you with your primary shoulder.
what I will say, Tommy, Sean Payton, the former head coach of the Saints, who is now with the Broncos, got his booty kicked by the Dolphins. If I recall, like 72 to, what was it? Like 3 or something? I don't even remember now.
70
We,
It was a big difference.
we stopped counting after
Not that it matters because Sean Payton.
65.
Okay. What do you think? Should we ask producer Scott to get a bumper ready so we can move forward to our review?
Oh, yes. Maybe we should give him a heads up to
We
get
should
his
do
Do
that.
you
finger
have a
on the
spooky
button.
bumper? Welcome back.
Let's get bumper.
So this is a movie that we all watched with our loved ones, our family,
Yes.
this year, and we would recommend that you do the same, especially your sons that hate horror, because you forced it on them at a young age, and they just wanted to play golf.
That's what happens.
So this is an entry in what some call the new French extremity horror cinema, which is a place where I feel quite at home. This movie I had seen before, and I thought, hey, this movie takes place on Christmas Eve. What a better way to kick off the holiday season than with Inside.
Absolutely.
So this is the story of two women Sarah and La Femme, the woman, and their fight over Sarah's baby that's in utero in Sarah. So that's kind of a problem. They're at an impasse here because Sarah doesn't have any intention of giving the woman her baby, and the woman has every intention of crawling in there and ripping that baby out. You know, a classic lovers to rivals, rivals to lovers tale. No, not at all.
Typical Christmas picture fodder.
Yeah, just like the first Christmas. It's about a baby. Alexandra Bustillo and Julian Maury wrote and directed this film. Thanks, fellas, for bringing us
Appreciate it.
this movie. So, obviously, I love it because there's very few new French extremity films that I've seen that I don't love. It's not going to be my favorite new French extremity. That's reserved for Murders and Frontiers. But still love it. I love that I like horror movies when, you know, sometimes they have that really tight cast. It's really just these two women that carry the film. There's some other characters, but they have not nearly as much screen time. And I love that. Like I said, I love there's specifically two females. I love a female villain. Arguably a villain. I don't know. She's a good villain is always the hero of their own story, right? She's definitely the hero of her story. And I just love the sheer bloody brutality and set on Christmas Eve. Like, it just makes it even more crunchy and visceral for me that it's like, oh, we're all supposed to be peaceful and watching, you know, Rudolph and things of that nature. No offense, Rudy. But for us horror people, the horror never stops just because it's the holiday season.
I'd say we need it more.
I would say we need it more. So anyway, how did y'all feel about Inside?
Me? All right.
Sure.
So here's what I wrote down. So I really liked it. Specifically, I liked the tension that's created, but it's balanced with amazing payoffs, like the brutality, as you were talking about, you know, these great, I'm assuming a lot of these were practical effects. I'm not positive, so I won't even go there for now. But
It felt practical.
it did feel practical. Yeah. So even if it wasn't, it felt like it was. But I feel like that you know, curdled stomach waiting for, you know, was you got what you wanted from it, and I thought that was great. And then, as you said, you have a great, I guess we'll just say for now, a protagonist and an antagonist playing off of each other. I thought the protagonist was very smart. I at no point checked out and said, like,
the bitch,
I'm out of here. You know, she opened the door. Fuck her. She deserves it. You know, yeah. I thought she did everything that she was supposed to and should do, and bad shit still happens. So yeah, I'm a two big thumbs up for this one.
Two big swollen thumbs.
Yeah.
I agree with Caleb and with you. Yeah, I think it was.
We love the brutality.
It was a fantastic film. I enjoyed it immensely.
Yeah, we liked it. We like it.
Yeah.
That's all. Good night, everybody. Watch it. It's good. It's good fun. So yes, plenty of blood. That's my first note. Plenty of blood. Oh, my first note's actually Baby Go Boom.
Yes, there is.
I do call that baby the funky CG baby because it is a very funky CG
it's
2007
early 2000, yeah.
baby. However, I do feel bad for it, and it's very cute. And when its little face gets scrunched up when it's stressed, it makes me worried for it. So I just thought I'd put that out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
yes.
in utero view of the baby.
Yes.
Because let us not forget, there's baby in there.
There's baby. Yes.
Oh, you know what else I was going to say? Is that this is, turns out in the end to be a revenge film, and we like revenge.
It does turn out to be revenge.
We like revenge in this house, in this basement. This is the basement of revenge.
The revenge built.
If you've ever been in a car crash or maybe seen a car crash, then car crash scenes hit you different. And this one's pretty brutal.
Yeah, no, that's...
Yeah, you're worried for the people.
Yeah, no, there's really very little spoken word. It's just a lot of
none.
Yeah,
actually,
she doesn't say anything? Like her partner's name at one point, maybe,
Yeah, I think she says my baby.
or something. But
Yeah.
it was.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
very little, if
Yeah,
anything.
but
But
he's clearly dead.
Yeah.
We're unsure
right.
who else has made it.
Yeah.
You know.
What's going on?
So then we jump to 4 months in the future.
Before you even get there, though,
Okay.
opening credits.
Oh,
I like to bring
yes.
up the opening credits.
Yeah.
Please do.
They were very ooey and gooey.
Yes.
Lots of entrails and slimy
Oh, yeah.
meat bits
Right.
that are kind of oozing and moving around with the credits over them. They were pretty cool.
You
Pretty
know-
stylized.
you know what you're
but
getting
it
into.
also had like a very high-pitched whine
Yes.
playing over that, and the overall effect was very uncomfortable.
Mm.
That high-pitched whine will make a reappearance throughout the film. And it adds to, again, the tension because it's a sound that our human ears do not like.
Right.
We do not like this. And so when you hear it, you become on edge. And I think it's nicely used in this film. You could easily overdo it, but instead it's almost like you dread hearing the sound and the reappearance of the sound, and it's like, I get it.
Okay.
I get it. So 4 months in the future, baby's fine. Baby's fine. She's gonna have the baby. It's Christmas Eve. They're gonna induce her tomorrow. They're gonna make this happen. Her husband really didn't make it though.
No husband, unfortunately.
She seems pretty ticked off at the world and everybody. Sarah, you can't really blame her. She is definitely pushing her mom away. We see that. The person she's probably closest to is her boss, who does seem pretty fly.
Who's going to pick her
Jean-Pierre.
up in the morning and take her to,
Yeah.
you know who she's not close to though?
Who?
The nurse that sits down next to her smoking a cigarette.
Yeah. She calls her mean name.
She does call her a mean name.
Because the lady is like so rude.
She's very
And-
close, smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, next to the pregnant woman, and she's
Right.
like telling her how much this labor is gonna suck. Oh yeah, and then my first baby died.
Yeah, a 13-hour labor.
Yeah.
And after that, the baby was dead. Yeah.
Real
Nice
helpful.
story.
Yeah,
Real
thank
helpful.
you.
Nice
Thanks.
story, bro.
Yeah.
Just what I want to hear tomorrow. You know.
Yeah. People I know who've been pregnant have told me that people really do like do that shit.
Oh,
to
they
you.
do weird things. They'll
Yeah.
they'll come up and touch your stomach. They'll
Yeah.
yeah.
It's so invasive.
Very.
And there's kind of a theme of this movie about, kind of being a pregnant person, kind of being a vessel. And also your body is not your own really, because you're kind of giving it to this other life form. And then like what that means though, when someone's like trying to like be literally in your space and so invasive. Like that is like a huge theme of this movie to me. It's literally a home invasion film too.
Mhm.
And so it's like she's invading her space and her body, and it's so intimate.
Yeah.
And it's like, no thank you. She does have a cat.
she does. A very nice kitty.
Yep.
Always get points for the cat.
Yes.
What about that dream?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good dream.
A lot of vom.
Very, very jarring.
Yeah.
That's the milky
Like,
vom.
throws up some like milk or something,
Yeah.
followed by a baby.
What about a whole ass baby?
Yes.
But oh wait, it's a dream.
That's good.
Baby out the mouth.
That's not how it's done.
I don't know. I assume.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, that's how it's done.
See, I thought you ate the baby and then it
Uh-huh.
grew and then it
You
came out.
Puke it out.
Right?
Yeah. You induce a sneeze and then that's
There you go.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
the stork comes and takes your baby away. Brings it to the cabbage patch. And then it's a cabbage
Okay.
child.
See, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure.
No, you got it right.
All right.
That's what you
All
have
right.
too.
Okay.
So a lady comes to her door, and at first she's trying to be all coy. Oh, my car. I
Right.
don't have, my phone's not charged. Because we still were walking around with those little flippy dippies. Few people had iPhones, but it was kind of just coming up.
Right.
And there's like these riots and stuff going on. And so she's trying to play to her nature of, please, it's not, safe.
Right.
And really, she's the one that's not safe.
Yeah.
The woman, and that's all we know her as, is the woman.
The woman.
Yeah.
Like I call her. I just called her Rando.
Oh, really?
She's just some rando woman that shows
Okay.
up, and so
Yeah.
the whole time I just kept putting down Rando in my notes because I didn't know what else to call her. But
I think it's pretty good.
yeah,
Miranda's pretty good.
because we don't ever get to really know her. I mean, other than
No, you really don't.
We don't know
So,
much about her,
yeah.
except for her really singular fixation.
right.
Turns out, not only is she trying to get into your house, she was also stalking you earlier that day,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
which
But
is
see, that's what I mean by our protagonist is smart because she never lets her in. She's like, no, I can't. Sorry. I don't feel right about this. I'm not going to do it.
right.
You know? And I love that. I
Yes.
love that they included that.
Yeah, and it's like she's a pregnant lady alone at night, and there's stuff going on in the city, and she's like, "This isn't a good idea." And it's also, I don't know, I think it's really chilling too how she says like, "My husband's asleep, he works," and she's like, "Sarah, your husband's dead,"
Okay.
and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
damn, she's not gonna play for long.
Right.
She was playing for a little bit, but she's not gonna play.
Yeah.
She's like, you know what? You know I've got to get that baby out of you. I know I've got to get that baby out of you. Let's just
Skip
move
the
forward.
BS.
Skip the small chat.
So Caleb, I have the same note that I have on my thing that Sarah is very smart when rando lady comes around to her house, doesn't open a door, takes pictures of her,
Right.
tries
Yes.
to take
Yeah.
pictures even.
Yeah.
Love
You
that.
know, but keeps her in sight at the same time.
Mhm.
She doesn't like just run to her room and hide.
Right.
She stays there in the foyer, or what do you want to call it, where there's glass walls, and keeps an eye on her at the same time.
Right.
So it does everything right.
Yeah, like the things that you'd think like that you would do. And she also she calls the police.
Right.
She's not trying to be a hero in this moment. The police show up and
Do
they're
nothing.
like they kind of set the scene. They kind of set the scene that there's all this stuff going on in the city. Everybody's really busy, so you know that like, oh, okay, that's not going to be like super reliable, like that they're coming by. But they're like, well, like we'll swing by,
We'll check. We'll check on you.
right? But they seem to be like, oh, she's gone now, and it's like, okay, it's all really nice and easy for you to say.
Right. Yeah, it's the typical, they lay the groundwork that the cops are just completely inept and don't really care. So, even in France it happens.
Right.
And it was actually funny in this movie. I was saying, we need Interpol.
That's
Where's
right.
Interpol? We can't have just these local guys,
No.
these beat cops of France.
It doesn't work,
The little
unfortunately.
sirens that go.
I think it's more me. No. What do you think it sounds like?
I want a combination of the two, and that would kind of nail it for me. It sounds like a baby crying.
So it's in between a hee-haw and a me-moo.
A he-moo.
He-moo.
Me-moo. So, oh my god, if you have a cat, we love our cats so much, and sometimes they're being kind of like, they're bothering you. Maybe any pet does this. Turns out, the goddamn cat is trying to warn her, listen to your pets. I feel like we've said that on this show before. Listen to the animals. The cat's trying to be like,
Yep.
there's a lady in the house.
Yep. There's someone here that we don't trust.
Rando.
She's not a cat person.
Rando, as Neil would say.
Rando. That's right.
No, she is not a cat person.
So at this point, we all at home know, well, that cat's going to die. That cat's not going to make it.
We were hoping they weren't. You hold out hope.
You do hold out hope.
So the lady, she ends up getting in.
Yeah, they never
Easily.
show how, she just is. And
Yeah.
and that scene, they play with the shadows where Sarah goes to sleep. Or has she gone to sleep yet?
I
She's
bet
just in the
yes.
background or something.
Yeah, she's going to go up to bed or something.
Yeah, but she's just kind of there and walks into the nursery and like sort of like
Oh, she
smells
smells
and
stuff.
inhales the baby clothes. And then later on, Sarah is finally asleep and she's just standing over her watching. It's very creepy.
She's touching her belly and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, and other things to the
And
belly
other
in a
things.
second here, but
Yeah.
When there's a part though where she's in there looking, and then the boss comes over.
Jean-Pierre comes over.
That's before Rando goes upstairs, or no?
No, I think that's after Rando goes upstairs. Then Jean-Pierre comes over.
yeah.
Because I have that in my notes that she's touching all the baby stuff and
Okay.
smelling
Right.
them and all of that. And this is an incident before Jean-Pierre comes over, and that's where she's got the scissors near the belly button.
Right.
And she attacks Sarah, and there's no dialogue in this scene.
Okay.
It's just
Yeah.
like, it's so brutal.
Mhm.
And I mean, I don't know, I talk a lot, so maybe I would talk a lot, but maybe you wouldn't, like if somebody's putting scissors to your pregnant belly. I don't know.
Right.
I can't say, but it definitely makes the scene seem more guttural,
Right.
more brutal.
just kind of fighting for your life, trying
Yeah.
to like get
No
the fuck out of there.
preamble. She's not saying, she's not soliloquying or anything. She's like, okay, I'm just gonna try to do it now.
Right.
So we have Sarah, who's in white. She's she's dressed in all white, which of course shows the blood. Oh, so much better. But it's also, it's kind of interesting, like to think about color. And for a lot of, things out there, they say that white symbolizes like hope, peace, purity, tranquility, innocence. And of course, I'm not really thinking about Sarah, I'm thinking about her baby, right? Like, the baby's the innocent party caught up in all this. And then we have the woman, and I love the woman's outfit. She does end up losing the corset, but she's really, really striking. She's got this dress on, and for a little bit she has the gloves on. Her look is just so iconic. We love an iconic horror,
but it's all black, right?
It's all
and
black, so she's the opposite. She's mysterious, and she's just very feminine. She's very feminine. She didn't come in like a ski mask and like an oversized hoodie or something. She's like just being very, as her name implies, very feminine. And there's something I really like about that in this movie.
Okay.
It's almost like she came from like a cult or some kind of organization because of the way she was dressed. It just seems like almost like she could have been, part of some kind of organization.
Maybe.
That.
I have a note right here that says, is it a witch or is this an occult? Trying to get the baby. Because at this point, you don't really know.
Yeah.
But you're saying because she's dressed in a particular way, which was fancier, perhaps feminine than
Did she come from like an event? Maybe did she come from like a Christmas Eve party?
Maybe
we don't know.
Baby snatching event.
Yeah, they were all planning on how to do that. But this is also when we start to realize Sarah's a fighter. And she's gonna fight.
Right, and she fights back.
Yeah, she's not gonna be like a wilting little violet or anything.
Right.
She's gonna work. She's gonna work tonight. So Jean-Pierre shows up, and the woman has the goddamn audacity to play along with being Sarah's mom.
Well, Jean-Pierre makes that mistake. He just assumes that like, oh, you're Sarah's mom, and they just start talking, and they,
the audacity.
Yeah. I mean, Sarah's locked in the bathroom at this point, basically hiding.
Yes.
Bleeding.
Yeah.
And then when Jean-Pierre comes over, he just assumes it's the mom, but I think he starts to.
Well, I got the impression that the attacker is just kind of like, what am I gonna do? And then Jean-Pierre's like, oh, you must be Sarah's mother, and she's like, yeah, I am Sarah's mother.
And she decides to also use her feminine wiles and flirt with him and kind of like come on to him a little bit. And so then he's even more not on guard, right? He's like, oh, this is Sarah's mom. She's kind of into me, I guess. I mean, I am Jean-Pierre, newspaper editor extraordinaire, and a good guy. He's a good guy.
Seemed like it. Until he gets a pair of scissors to the back of the knee.
Yes. Oh, yes. So he gets the scissors to the back of the knee, which is an unkind cut.
Yeah.
That's an unkind cut. Yeah. Doesn't he also get it in the groin?
Then he gets it in the groin.
Yeah, he gets his throat slashed.
Yeah.
And then doesn't he also put a pillow over his head?
Well, so you're moving ahead. But in the Jean-Pierre
murder sequence.
Yeah, it's the groin, and then he gets the neckage.
Okay.
Yeah,
and then then he pops back up after. Right. Yeah, and then she does the pillow with the. And I have my notes. Very nice crunching noises.
Yeah, it's very. It almost feels like, I could be wrong, but the men in this film really get brutalized. And I think that's, again, we're saying something here. We're saying something about the women and the motherhood, and I just don't think the woman is super happy with dudes.
Perhaps.
I think she's kind of, well, and I'm sure a bitch has her reasons.
But they're also only guys that she deals with that come over anyway.
Except for real mom.
Like, you're right. That's true.
But I think there's something
But-
to that, like these men trying to kind of
Exactly. Yeah.
as a rescuer kind of
Correct.
thing.
That could be. Yeah.
Yeah, there's something here. There's something on my mind, grapes, about all that. Real mom comes over. That is great because it's the Spider-Man meme.
Yes.
Yeah, they're all
where
like
they're all pointing at each other. Yeah.
very French. Jacques,
Yeah.
Jacques.
But Mom isn't having it. She's just like, "Where's my daughter?" And just like
Yeah, she like heads up the stairs.
goes running upstairs.
Now, of course, Sarah. Oh, this is
It's so good.
such wonderful brutality. Sarah doesn't know that's her mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
bad-
what happens, guys?
Oh, poor Sarah's mom comes upstairs and
She gets a quill to the neck.
right in
Yeah.
the
Porcupine
old-
quill.
Boink.
Yeah.
I was telling these guys that back in like the day, it was kind of trendy, probably not humane, but to wear a porcupine quill in your hair. It was kind of like they did that, and they also did like chopsticks. It was like a 90s 2000 thing where you'd like twist it like this. Yes, those chopsticks. And you'd spear them through your hair to like hold your hair back. So of course, Sarah, being a very trendy woman of the time,
Right.
she's gonna have a quill.
Yeah.
And her own mom, man,
And
that
the,
spray.
the squirtage was quite,
Yeah.
yes,
Ooh,
quite epic.
That was awesome.
it's like a Las Vegas fountain.
Yes,
Yeah.
it reminded me of some Argento squirtage. Like if you ever seen like Tenebrae when the young gal gets
Yes.
her hand cut off, it's just
Yep.
like all over the wall and stuff. So
Well, and I mean that's major arteries
It
and
is,
stuff
yeah,
going
yeah.
on. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big, and you just feel bad because, and then Sarah feels bad, and so then you just feel double bad for everybody. But you're also kind of like shocked and kind of giddy glee, like at all of this. So then we get Jean-Pierre finished off.
Okay.
This is bad because now the people closest to her that should be her major allies are dead.
Yeah.
That's never good.
right. At this point, though, the rando now is a little more, dare we say, aggressive at trying to get into the bathroom.
I would say because,
Yeah.
again, she was kind of like, let's pick up, let's do this. And all
Right.
these people keep interfering with her plans. She clearly was not expecting Sarah to fight as hard as she
Right.
did either
Mhm.
for some reason.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
So she's kind of like, okay.
And Sarah was at the point. Sarah, did she chisel the hole in the door yet at that point?
Not yet.
Not
I
yet,
think she
okay.
pushed the door open
Okay.
right as her mom was coming up the stairs, and it was just when.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Rando comes in to get her arm in, and then
Yeah.
that's when Rando gets.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
scissors
She
to the
gets-
hand.
she gets
She
the
gets
quill.
it to the hand.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, Sarah gets
No.
the scissors.
Oh, you're right, she
Rando
gets the
gets the
quill.
quill,
Ooh,
and then she gets
Yes.
really pissed
that's gonna
because that's
hurt.
when she lays
That's
down
when
the
she
wall
takes it out.
and takes it
on
out
the
on poor
couch.
Kitty. Yes.
Yeah, so we
'Cause
knew
she
that
gets-
was happening.
Yeah,
So
It's
she's
so
sitting there
sad.
petting a cat, and this again, the sound that they use to
Right.
like. I mean, it's just like a.
Brutal. It's
Yep.
brutal. Like
Yeah.
again, there's no better word for me than brutal when it comes to this film. Baby sad face I put in there. I guess there was another shot of the baby and baby sad.
Baby didn't like it either.
I actually have in my notes here the woman is crying. I genuinely think she thought this would be easier.
Hmm.
She's kind of
Mm.
crying. She's like, I wasn't planning on getting hurt, maimed. I wasn't planning on
Wasn't
having.
planning on killing the cat.
yeah.
God damn it!
Committing murder, killing a feline.
I mean, she was clearly like,
Yeah.
I will kill people. Like, that's not a problem.
Right.
But she probably was hoping this will be in, out, me and baby are home by, sunrise.
Right.
me and my new kid. Oh,
This was meant to be an easy extraction. None of this messy stuff
just like a
around.
tooth. Just like a rotted tooth. And you just pull it out. I've had a note in here about that high-pitched, frantic sound. Again, this whole movie, you said it also, tension. So the cops, remember them?
Oh yeah, they come back.
They've got some poor kid in the back
I know.
seat.
I got a perp.
They got a perp, a poor little perp who's just this young kid.
You bring him on a leash.
Oh my god, they put him on like a belly chain? Is that when he belly chains him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But-
the leash. Yeah,
Like a leash, like the kind you see at the kids at the theme parks.
right.
You
Like,
know.
don't run away.
Right.
Or like an umbilical cord.
There you
Okay.
go.
Sure. There you go.
There you go.
That in your pipe and smoke
Wow.
it.
Okay.
So now this poor kid's in it. So the
Two cops and a kid.
the cops show up, and the woman, of course, does her thing. Oh yes, everything's fine. You
Mhm.
know,
Well, she pretends to be
Sarah.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everything's fine. And you'd think that the cops are like gonna just like move on.
Mhm.
They check the notes or something, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, she's supposed to be pregnant.
Yep.
She's not pregnant, so it's not like she just like had the baby just then.
Right.
So they're like, "How's your baby?" And they like bust in.
Yep.
Okay, well,
All right.
now it's on. Now
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
gonna have a
now it
higher
gets-
body count.
Like you thought it was good. Now it's about to get really good.
Because again, in a horror movie, you know, it's sometimes that body count matters. I said Sarah Scissorhands, so that must be when she got
Yeah. So she
stabbed.
reaches out the door, right? Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah. She pokes a hole in the door.
Yes.
With a
Before the cops come over.
a mirror shard.
Right.
And she reaches out the door. Oh, because the attacker has blocked it with like a little
Oh yeah, the woman.
dresser.
Yeah, she like shoved something in front of
Right.
it.
So she
Smart.
reaches down to try
Yeah.
to get it and just bam, right to the wall.
She's like, "You're not gonna go get help
Yeah.
right now."
Yeah. And
I'll-
leaves it.
Leaves it.
And just walks away.
Put a pin in it. And now a lot of things happen kind of in fast succession, right?
Right.
Knitting needle injuries,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
close range gunshot to the head,
Head disappears partially, mostly.
which what a shot, what an image.
So they lure you into the, oh, thank God Sarah's going to get help, because the cop takes the scissors out of her hand. He opens the door, says, my partner's got her downstairs. Don't worry, we're going to get you out of here. And then
She's-
exploding face.
Yeah, she's got the needles and she like puts them in her back and then she goes like, "Whatcha?" Like, you
Right.
know, she get him,
Mm-hmm.
she get him, those needles.
Yeah.
Then we have that close range gunshot, and it's nice that it's not just a little dot, right?
Right.
Like, I mean, that nothing good is gonna happen at that close. And so now I put in my notes, I think the cops underestimated her. I think they were kind of like, who's this woman? Oh, it's that lady that was stalking her. She's just some crazy lady. I think they kind of underestimated the woman and how far she was really willing to take this.
Right.
Not, you know,
Clearly.
they think, oh, she's probably like just pissed off at Sarah for some reason or whatever. But it's like, no, like she is single-mindedly on a mission.
Right.
And I think that they underestimate her. You know who doesn't underestimate her? Sarah with the sneak attack. That toaster hit, y'all.
That was a good shot.
I love the sound it
It's
made.
also like a who bit whose lip off, or part of
Sarah
a
bit
lip.
her
Sarah,
lip, the
Sarah
Rando's
bit
lip.
Rando's lip off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
It
yeah,
spits it out.
that
I
gummy
mean,
lip.
it delivers. It really delivers.
I have on here fire.
Fire.
Oh, she sets the
So
lady
sets
on
her on
fire.
fire.
Yeah, Rando's sitting on top of her, and goes, as one would, to light a cigarette.
Yeah.
Because they're European.
Because
Yeah.
I've won. Clearly, I'm sitting on top of you. So
So the cops, though, the one thing I didn't like was when the one cop was able to go up. Does he go upstairs or something? He's got the guy leashed to him.
They go
still.
downstairs.
and
for
then
a
and
second.
then
was
the
number
lights
3.
get pulled.
yeah.
Yes.
And then he's like, "Oh wait, before I get you out of here and leave the house, stay there. I'm gonna go try and find the circuit breakers
Correct.
first."
Absolutely
And that's
not.
when I'm like, "What?
No.
Why would you do that? Who cares?"
Just get the fuck out of the
Exactly.
house.
Right.
And
Yeah.
this gal already shot your partner, and there's a dead mom over there, and there's a guy with a freaking pair of scissors in his head over there.
Yeah. And
So
then once he
maybe-
gets to the breaker, he's looking at it like he's never seen one
Right.
before.
He's
Right.
looking at it like I look at a breaker.
So
He's just like,
So he gets a beanbag
He gets
gun
a
close
riot
up,
gun. Yeah.
which
Yeah.
leaves a pretty big chunk at his head.
Yeah.
And then she takes the scissors again and stabs him in the top of the poor perp who is just there for no.
Against his will.
But that guy, I like how he doesn't just keel over and die. He actually kind of like
Sputters.
he like spends a good 20 seconds of
He's got some functions.
exactly.
Still,
He's trying new things, but
like,
the functions are
yeah.
he's degrades, and then he finally dies.
And it's nasty.
It
and,
is.
and sad.
And you feel bad because he was there.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know.
he was forced
like,
to come
I was
in.
just riding a second ago.
I mean,
and now...
like seriously, they should have just let him go. But it's like, no, can't let this kid go. They
There's
should-
got to be a liability thing with that, you would think, but I guess in France it's like, while
no,
you're...
that's why they carry belly chains
yeah, I guess.
to like get somebody in there. So after the toaster, after the fire, duct tape must be a sponsor of the film. Sarah patches herself up with. Is it Sarah? Yeah, Sarah patches herself up with duct tape. I think it's Sarah.
I think so.
I'm trying to.
Oh yeah, she
There's
Because
patches.
so
she's
much.
fucked up. She's
Yeah.
like stabbed and poked
Oh,
and,
well, and she's got the,
you know,
from the
and
glass,
the glass and the-
everything.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, the glass. I forgot about the glass.
the broken mirror that she was just holding shards. And
Yeah.
And that's really cool because it's like very much, we're screaming at her, get a towel, get a towel. But I mean, in the moment, she's like, I just need a weapon.
Right.
And, ooh, that sucks when that's your option.
Yeah.
Because that cuts you.
Mhm.
Glass cuts you. But she duct tapes her neck and then she duct tapes a little shiv. She makes like
that's
a
right.
full
She makes
shiv.
herself, yeah.
Before that, she also gives herself a
trach.
self-tracheotomy.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah, because she got hit in the
Yeah.
punch in the throat or something.
Right.
And she had obviously something was filling up with blood, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
So she had to get
yeah.
that blood out,
Yeah.
so she
Trachs,
does it and
yeah.
Yeah, she took
squirts
the
the
needle.
blood out her throat, and she's like, "All right, now I'm good to go."
Right. Where's the duct tape?
Where's my duct tape?
Oh, no, she duct tapes her throat.
And I've
Okay,
heard
that's
crazy stories of people having to give themselves or others like impromptu
And,
tracheotomies.
like using the end of a pen or something, and
Oh God!
I'll try it on you someday if you ever need it. I promise.
I will try it on you guys too,
Okay.
but I am gonna make a face when I do it.
Next game on the Cult Show.
We're only gonna play that one once,
Just to know, if you hit my sides, I go, and my nose lights up. Just
and I'll
so
be
you
like,
know.
"Oh, sorry, let me try again."
Damn, Caleb, it's your turn.
I'm gonna
You're
get that funny bone.
Everybody gets 2 tries. Yeah, so she makes a long shiv, intends to stab the woman, stabs that poor cop that's kind of wandering around half
Well,
dead.
okay, so okay,
So this
that's,
is still Cop 3, right? Who got hit in the
yeah,
head,
Yeah.
This is the
Beanbag.
thing now.
who
and-
does figure out how to turn on the lights.
Well, he's just
after
kind
a
of
while.
poking at it with, yeah.
Well, that's the weird thing is he gets back up and he goes into the lights, and then he's like, "What happened?" Because then he's like just like going crazy, like shooting everywhere or something. And
Oh,
like,
he hit Sarah with his
Yes.
club right in the stomach.
right,
Yes.
that's right. You're like, what the hell? What's this guy?
Yeah,
Right,
back
he's
from
sad.
I don't think
dead?
he's
What
there.
happened to him?
Yeah, I don't think he's there.
No,
Yeah.
and then
like,
He's on muscle movements too. Yeah.
I'm just like, I have like, what the actual fuck? Cop gone crazy. He's just like
Yeah.
beating the shit out of everyone now.
Yeah.
Oh, and that blow to the head also kind of
Yeah.
like knocked out his eyes. Oh, it's just like
Yeah.
it's horrible. And he's
pretty
still
awesome.
attached to the man.
And he is, yes.
He's still attached to that poor guy.
Kind of where the movie like just really just goes full tilt nuts. Where it's
And you're like, I don't know where to look. It's all so awful.
Oh, it gives you a great third act.
yeah.
Yes.
It's 82 minutes long, so
Yeah.
this really moves.
Yeah.
That's also what I like about it is
Get him in, get him out.
there is
Yes.
no like
wasted.
nothing I would cut out.
No
nothing
waste.
Yeah.
No slack.
No waste. You know what is wasted in this movie though? Blood. There's a lot of wasted blood in this film.
There's plenty, but there's plenty. There's also extra.
There
So is
is,
it a
but-
waste or is it
but-
like bonus blood?
There's a lot of blood flowing, especially on the staircase.
Oh, the stairs are. You're never gonna get the stains out. Yeah. Whoever is gonna buy this house is gonna have to.
They're gonna
gut
burn it down.
They're gonna burn it down. They should probably. It's cursed. Turns out, the woman. This is where the revenge comes in. If you didn't catch it, she was the other driver, and she was also pregnant. What are the odds?
But she lost her baby.
Right.
Sarah just lost her husband, Matthew.
So now the woman feels she is owed.
She is too,
Oh.
yes.
She is owed a certain something, and she sees, I'm sure in her mind, she makes all these connections about revenge and being owed. She sees Sarah being really sad, and so she kind of is like, at that one point, she's like saying, "You didn't want it." And it's like, Sarah never said she didn't want her baby. She's just horribly fucking depressed.
Right.
And so it's like, to this lady, her mind, she's like, well, if I still had a baby, I'd be like super happy about it. So that's her logics, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So Sarah's on the stairs and the baby is stuck.
Yeah. It's
So
coming.
There's
We get those scissors again.
Where's the scissors at? Get them out of Jean-Pierre.
When in doubt.
Jean-Pierre, you were holding scissors?
No, they were in the perp
Oh, they were in the
head
perp's head
at
now.
that point. Yeah.
Yeah, those scissors see a lot of
So,
action.
Snip, snip, go Sarah's clothes, and then
Well,
you get the shot.
Even before that. So first of all, this is one of those scenes that you see on a lot of the listicles out there.
Mm-hmm.
One of those scenes. But even before that, kind of an interesting moment where Sarah's crying, and she's crying out for her mom, her mama. Mommy is what our American subtitles say. And the lady is like comforting her and like, shush, shush, I'm here. And so obviously she's not like being Sarah's mother. She's being like the mother,
Maternal.
the maternal figure. And she's like, this is kind of okay. She's on now. She's not thinking about, she's going to get that baby.
Mhm.
That's her baby. And Sarah, I feel like there's a moment here because now Sarah's also like, she will get this baby out of me.
Mhm.
And what really, I guess, matters to the person, the mother, the parent, whatever it
Rando.
is, save my baby.
Right.
And there's a lot to think about there. But I mean, if there was somebody that is going to protect that child to the gates of hell, it's the woman, right? She's going to do anything.
Although that woman's got a little bit of healing to do on her own. There's some.
She's going to need therapy.
She's gonna need a little bit of between some skin grafts, a new lip. She's,
But
you know,
she will
Maybe a
have
suture or
baby.
two.
yeah, she's taking a good little beating herself.
So now
Now we get this. Yeah.
DIY cesarean.
Yep.
Not
Well-
recommended at home.
And no pull away, no pulling any punches. It's,
Mm-mm.
Also-
Yes,
It is the
it's
wrong
also
direction,
A,
but
a
that's
vertical
okay.
cut, not
Yeah.
a horizontal.
But
cut.
I think she's like, well, this is the part that's popping out. It's supposed to be easiest
yeah.
to get in there. And she doesn't care. She's like, I'm going to go digging.
Plus, Scott, remember
Yeah.
the baby was stuck, so maybe she figured it was the wrong way, so it'd be easier to get. I don't know, I'm making it up, but
You know what, though? There could be something to that. She's probably studied all the ways you can rip a baby out of a person.
I mean, the kid's been like whacked with a nightstick, kicked, punched, fell
Yeah.
on
Baby
top
wants
of.
out.
Yeah.
Baby wants out.
Yeah.
Baby wants out of this fucking thing. She gets it.
She gets it. Sarah dies.
It reminds me of like in a haunted house when you're a kid and you go through the spaghetti. But the spaghetti Sarah. And Sarah's leaking entrails on the stairs.
Yeah.
And it looks disgusting and sad. And then we have the woman, grizzled, battle worn. She's got this beautiful red tinge light on her in the rocker, the wooden rocker, just so classic, wholesome,
Yeah.
rocking the baby.
Yeah.
Only she looks like she has been drugged through hell twice, because she has, with her first losing her child and then doing this to Sarah. And she's like,
Yep.
I won.
Yep.
Yeah, giving the baby little kisses.
Little coos.
Yeah.
And the baby seems okay, right? I
Yeah.
think the baby makes
I don't know.
We'll have to get the sequel 10 years later, 15 years later. See what happens.
Define okay, but
Baby's probably okay, right? Baby's okay.
so cannot recommend this movie enough, you guys. Like,
Sheerly brutal.
yeah.
Yep. In your face, unrelenting, but a good rip-roaring good time. Sarah's with her kitty now.
Reunited.
know.
And her husband.
And her husband, but the cat's more important.
That's all these two care about.
And Jean-Pierre.
The cat was the innocent in all this.
The cat tried to warn her.
So
Justice for that cat.
Yep.
I'm really glad that you guys like this movie. Of course, we don't always have to agree, and we don't always agree. But you know,
Especially
if you,
on our Thanksgiving things.
no, but when you want brutal and you want blood, you gotta watch Inside.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I think this should become, again, part of everyone's Thanksgiving traditions.
Vengeance.
Inside, well, vengeance, aside from vengeance, of course. When
Yeah.
you sit down at dinner, but
It's a side dish, best served cold.
But yeah, watch a little Inside, put on a little Texas Chainsaw Massacre, maybe a little Cannibal Holocaust for dessert.
Don't watch
So-
The Wife, The Thief, The Cook, and Her
Definitely
Lover.
watch The Cook, The Thief,
If
The
you-
Wife, and Her Lover.
If you want to be bored and watch a kid go, watch that movie. I'm sorry, Caleb. I wanted to like
Why
that
are you just
movie.
me? Neil liked it too.
I did like it.
I feel like you
I still
defended
like
it like really hard though. I feel like Neil gave up halfway through.
I applaud Caleb for his for sticking to his.
I wanted to
Laurel's
like
End,
that
if
movie.
I
wanted
cheesed
to
out.
like it, but
No, I don't
I
care.
just that kid really didn't help anything. I
What
wish
do you
it,
have against little soprano children?
he was just the worst. Children should be heard and not seen.
He was hurt.
Children should be ripped out of their mothers' bellies
Yeah,
with,
let
a pair,
the, and let the
with a
best
pair of very bloody scissors.
let the best parent win is what I'm saying. It's like the Hunger Games, but babies.
Well, how do you know that singing child's parents didn't fight to the death? And
Yeah.
this
Oh,
is
I think
the,
they
this is
sold
the only,
that
This
kid.
is the only place he's got to live.
They sold that little fucker to the restaurant because he wouldn't stop singing, and they're like, "We cannot survive."
How do we know that that wasn't a prequel to The Cook, the Thief, and Wife, and that kid was a baby ripped from the stomach? And we don't know.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
I would love that universe. It's like the Marvel Cinematic Universe
right.
of things.
Of things.
Hey, let's play a game.
Black Friday game.
Let's play a game about buying things.
Hello, everybody. We are going to play a very strange, creepy version, funny version of The Price is Right. This was Sandra's idea, but I gathered up the items, so all blame is on me.
As
All
usual.
right. So the way that this works is we're going to go in order. We're going to start with Caleb, Sandra, Neil to start the first round.
Okay.
You're going to bid a price on these items. The person who is the closest to the price without going over is going to win that round and is going to guess first on the next round.
Okay.
These are real items that have really sold for this.
There's also a small bonus point that if you are off by orders of magnitude, if everybody's off by like a lot, I'm just gonna say, hey,
You're way off.
go higher.
Okay.
Or
Oh, okay.
obviously, if everyone's over, then we'll go lower.
Go lower.
Yeah, so it's like you can't
If
like,
everyone
yeah.
bids like $50 and it's 1.2 million, then,
Right.
Yeah.
you know,
You don't get that
we're gonna
fucking
do a little
point.
We have to go again.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got my calculator out because I want to like kind of think about my
But
number
Scott math, so I don't
and
think you
plug
need
it in. I'm just letting y'all know what I'm doing on my phone. I'm not texting people wishing I was somewhere else. It's just what's happening.
So we are going to start with a few items that are available for sale right this moment. That's right. Get your Black Friday shopping in early and get them for your loved ones.
Don't forget you can switch us over there. Never mind.
Yep.
Sorry.
So first off, we have an actual model hat from the puppet worn by the puppet of Indiana Jones in Temple of Doom.
What?
This was worn by the puppet in Temple of Doom on the minecart.
Ah.
Neil loves
okay.
puppets
Okay.
And Temple of Doom.
and hats.
Specifically fedoras worn by puppets of Indiana Jones.
In Temple of Doom. This is like my thing.
So you could buy this.
I could
You
buy
can buy
this.
this right
Right now.
now.
Right
This
now?
is from I believe it's from HeroProps.com.
Oh man.
Shit.
I'm gonna go-
This is the hero. This is the hero item.
Shit.
So Caleb, what is
Okay.
your bid on this item?
I have no fucking point of reference.
Yeah, seriously. It's just the puppet, though.
But that's kind of the point of this fun game, is I wanted it to be items where
Okay.
we have no point of
I
reference.
am going to say $1,099.
Caleb says $1,099. Sandra.
I'm gonna say $50.
Sandra says $50. Neil.
I'm gonna say 5,500.
5,500. The winner of the hat is Caleb. A
Ah.
retail price of $2,995 on HeroProps.com.
So you're saying 50 was low?
I
50
am
was
saying-
too low?
I'm saying 50 was too low, and
I should've gone higher?
500 was too high.
Okay.
All right.
All
That
right.
seems a lot for a
For a hat.
for
Puppet
a
hat.
prop on a puppet.
No.
Just saying, guys.
Next up, we have a hero prop from the film Batman and Robin. This item is a light-up hockey stick held by one George Clooney.
In the nipple suit.
Wow.
Yeah,
the best Batman of
the
them all.
shitty Batman.
The hockey stick is pretty cool, though, I have to say. Like, it looks like it would be cool on your wall, like, lit
A
up,
light up hockey stick, huh?
right?
So this is the hero prop pictured in this image.
Okay.
Caleb,
Okay.
since you got the last one right, you guess first again.
All right. I'm gonna say $750.
$750. Sandra,
I'm gonna say $3,000.
you say $3,000.
Mhm.
Neil, what are you gonna say?
I'm gonna go 1,500.
1,500. The winner, the very unfortunate winner of the light up hockey stick from Batman and Robin is Sandra. This has a
Oh.
retail price of $6,900.
Wow.
Give me that stick.
6,900.
Y'all
And
motherfuckers are crazy.
the puppet head only went for two. It's only going for 2,095.
The puppet hat's a
Very
bargain.
small. It's very wee.
It's a tiny
It's very wee.
It's a little
It's
tiny
just a little
hat.
itty bitty.
It's for the baby.
It's like a weeble wobble.
You can put it on your cat.
I'm especially a fan of teeny weeny hats from Temple of Doom, worn by Indiana.
It's one of the
Let's
little,
wait,
one of those
it's
little Fisher
small?
Price people.
Yes, it's little. I think a light just went out over Caleb, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, battery went out.
Oh,
Oh, well.
that was quick.
You sucked it out. You sucked the power from it.
Next, we have from
Ooh.
Superman 1978. The
Mm.
Daily
Oh.
Planet
Shit.
front page newspaper. I spent the night with Superman.
Oh my god.
Sandra,
Yeah.
since you got
Written
the last
by
one right,
Lois
you
Lane.
guess first.
Is that okay? Is that referencing the scene where she went flying with him and she has her little it's like she has her monologue that she's not saying out loud and they're like
Yeah,
flying.
probably.
Sure.
And it's the cheesiest fucking thing I've ever seen. Sorry, Michael.
And this is the paper that's held by Lex Luthor.
I'm gonna go big.
It was actually held by Gene Hackman.
Yes.
Ooh,
I'm gonna
so
go big.
Movie prop. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go big, and I'm gonna say $6,000.
Sandra says $6,000. Neil.
I'm gonna go bigger.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 12,500.
12,500. My goodness. Caleb.
So you did 5?
6.
We have a 6,000.
Six.
We have
Six.
a
Okay.
12,500.
You basically
6.
doubled it.
All right. Fine. I'll say 8.
8,000.
8,000.
All right. No one is going to get this item yet. Everyone is too high.
Okay, we're too high. We're too high.
So,
Wow.
Okay.
Sandra, you get to bid again.
Okay, we're too high. I'm gonna go with 1,200.
1,200. All right. Neil.
All right, you made us go again, saying it was too high. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to.
I mean, this is a steal. Clearly, this is
It
available
is.
Yeah.
right now.
You
get
could
this.
get this and the tiny hat.
I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna go. I can't afford it. That's and
Yeah,
a tiny hat.
Army Beef really won this.
Jake.
Give it 250.
Jake is going to wear that little hat.
Jake would look very good in that hat, actually.
Eating his flakes.
Eating it.
Thanks for the hat, Dad.
Jake flakes. Yeah. All right. Give me 650.
650.
650.
Right, and then Caleb.
I'm sorry, going back to Jake in the hat. You need to build a little track around your walls.
Oh my God.
Jake is riding wearing that.
Jake's a cat.
What was Neil's number again? Sorry.
650.
Neil's number was 650.
650. Okay. I will say. You said
1200.
1200. 2500 for me.
2500. All right. The retail price of I Spent the Night with Superman is $3,400. The winner is Caleb.
Damn.
So Army Beef, you were still quite a bit off, but you would have won that round.
Okay. This is hard, but it is also very fun.
This is really
I think.
hard.
I think we gotta play this game again.
This is the final item from Hero Props. The final item that is currently available for sale.
All right.
This item is another hero prop. It is from the movie Krull. It
Oh.
is Liam Neeson's Keegan Hero Dagger.
Wow.
Is that
That's-
real metal? Do we know?
We don't fucking know that.
Well, I gotta know if
It
it's.
appears to be, but I do not know.
So
But
here's
it is the actual hero prop.
At first, I
But
liked
it's not
it.
the glaive, though.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the
it's
thing
not the
that
glaive.
you really want.
And
It's
if I-
priceless, Caleb.
and
You couldn't even.
you can put like a price on that. At first, I liked it, but now I don't love the handle because it looks like a steak knife.
It does.
Yeah, I don't love that handle.
And this is a retractable tip.
Oh, it is that.
Oh, so you can stab someone with it. Oh,
Okay.
that's fun.
So wait, okay, it just went back up.
Okay. I am going to say Liam Neeson, though. 1,500.
Caleb comes in at 1,500. Sandra,
I'm gonna say 2,000.
2,000. Neil,
1250.
1,250.
$12.50.
1,250.
Actual retail price, 2,900. This item is actually on sale from 3,500.
Oh, she's on Black Friday.
Oh, nice.
So
She's on her Black
Sandra-
Friday. Okay.
Sandra, after disparaging the dagger,
Right.
calling it a steak knife, is going to be taking it home.
But then I said with the retractable thing, it just went up in value. So,
Right.
thank you.
I would like to point out that I have not won one round yet.
Oh, we were all thinking it, Neil. We
Okay.
just didn't want to rub it in yet.
So I am going to stab all of you with that retractable blade, and so you all get to experience it as well.
Thank you.
All
Yeah,
right,
you're welcome.
all right.
It's retractable. Nobody's getting hurt.
So now we move into the art section of this
Oh
contest.
shit. Okay.
Since art has very varying prices,
Wow,
these
yeah.
prices are based on the last time these items were sold.
We're sold.
Okay.
Okay.
So first, we have a fork with a pair of googly eyes.
Is there any more information on this fork?
Was the fork used
It
by?
was sold on eBay. This one was
Is it metal or
this
plastic?
one was on eBay.
Okay.
This is the art. You're looking at the art right here.
Is it the fork or is it the whole?
It is the fork with the googly eyes.
It's not the pears or the paisley.
Oh shit! I didn't even see those pairs there.
Okay. For the fork, I'm gonna say beauty's in the eye of the beholder, in the googly eye of the beholder. I'm gonna say $13.50.
$13.50.
Not counting shipping.
Neil.
Well, you see,
I feel this is either really
the
high
curvature
or really
of the
low.
fork
The light refraction
leads me to believe that it's of the Ming Dynasty forks.
Oh my god, a Ming
The
fork?
Ming the Merciless. I'm gonna give
It's like
this.
screw
I'm gonna-
chopsticks.
They all use chopsticks except for the one
Except for
fork.
Ming.
Yeah,
Except for me.
and the googly eyes.
Max Von Sydow never uses a. Okay, I'm gonna call this one at a this is going to be a nice round $25.
$25.
Okay.
Caleb.
We're sure this isn't like a alternate version of Michelle Yeoh and Everything Everywhere All at Once. Or,
This is not a hero prop.
It very well may be.
Okay. I'm gonna say $50.
$50.
Yeah.
I'm going to have you all start guessing again because you are all way too low.
Oh,
See?
jeez.
Shit. Am I up?
You are up.
Yeah.
We're too low.
Too low. Way too low.
Your orders of magnitude too low.
300.
300. Neil.
I'll keep going on the same 600.
600. Caleb.
400.
400.
Split the difference.
You are all orders of magnitude too low.
This is just a fork.
With googly eyes. With googly eyes. Someone actually bought this. This is the real last price.
How many rounds of this
And
are
it
we going to
wasn't
fucking
like a
do
kid
here?
that thought it was a joke that was just clicking to be.
We'll do one more round of guesses.
We'll
for
do
this
one more on the
fork.
fork. We're
Okay.
going to do one more on the
Okay.
fork.
All right.
Okay.
Sandra?
She's kicking it up. We're saying $1,600.
$1,600. Neil.
I'm going to go 3,500.
$3,500.
Is this Andy Warhol's?
Caleb.
$5,000.
$5,000.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
It's
Buy
just,
that
It's just
fork.
money.
Actual retail price. $34,874.
What?
Jesus Christ.
Wow. Who the hell's fork was that?
Hunter Biden's.
So who won that?
Caleb won that, but got an absolute ripping deal on it.
I'm stunned. I'm shooketh.
All right,
Was it
next
Jeffrey
piece
Dahmer's
of
fork?
art up for auction is a painting titled "Lip Lock of Chaos."
Is this by an artist of merit?
It was sold on Etsy.
Looks like Regretsy.
It's
So,
interesting.
Caleb, you are getting the first bid yet again.
Lip Lock of Chaos.
Okay.
I can actually see a buyer. It's weird though.
I don't hate it.
I don't
100
hate
bucks.
it either.
$100. Sandra,
1,000.
$1,000.
What was the medium used? Do we know? Or the...
Looks like pastels.
Looks like pastels.
Okay.
Neil, it looks like pastels.
Okay. Pastels.
Okay,
We have
pastels,
100.
okay.
We have 1,000. Do I hear
Pastels.
10,000?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 1,250.
I'm gonna need you all to guess again a little higher.
I am going to need you all to guess again.
A
A
little
little
lower.
higher.
Oh shit. Okay.
All right, Caleb.
So what was Neil's?
1250.
1250. Okay. 5,000.
I don't know about that.
What?
I'm gonna say 3,000. 3,000.
3,000. Okay. Neil.
You said what, Caleb? 5?
5.
I said 3.
5, 3. I'm gonna win this son of a bitch, so I'm gonna go at a cool 7,500.
Well, we are going to give this to Neil.
Neil's on the
Except-
board!
Actual retail price, $50,000.
Wow. Is it big?
It is.
Can you-
It's certainly spiritually big.
Can you drive it?
Does it? What else does it do? Does it provide warmth for you and your family?
Will it
Only
have
if you
sex
burn
with
it?
you?
Whoa. Slow down there, partner.
All right, this is a bridge in between our art and our weird ephemera section. Next up, we have a latex Dalmatian suit.
Ooh, that was a jump scare.
What year, you say? Did you say a year?
I did not say.
Oh, I
year.
thought you said a late something.
No, latex. It's made of latex.
Latex.
It is
Ooh.
a latex Dalmatian suit.
By the way, Neil, congratulations on your win.
Thank you. High five.
You're on the
Thank
board. You're on the board.
you. I'm on the board.
Now I can
Are
tell
you
you.
So you're
What?
saying this is like
So-
Hellraiser fetishy type
So this
wear.
is like fetish wear. That's a custom piece.
Well, I mean, I have one at home exactly like this. I'm just trying to think.
but you got yours from
How
TJ
much did you pay
Maxx.
for it,
Exactly.
Neil?
I'm trying to figure out if, based on the collar, if it's a replica or if it's the original.
Those are not cheap. Those
So,
are not cheap.
I'm gonna have to say this. And do we know if it was fumigated before it being sold?
Actually, they probably paid extra to.
They
have it
probably
not.
did. You're actually 100% correct. I'm gonna give this one. I'm gonna give this one $5,000.
That's exactly what I was gonna
I
say.
know. I was
All
around
right.
that
Yeah.
ballpark.
Caleb, what are you
I'm
going to
close.
give it?
I'll go 6.
6,000. Sandra.
I'm kind of second guessing now. I mean, I do think it's really expensive, but I'm going to say 25.
Say 2,500.
Yes.
Okay. Everyone is too high.
Ah.
There
Okay.
is hope for this world.
Thank God.
So, Neil,
All right.
we're gonna start over with you.
All right, we're gonna go. We're gonna go 850.
850. I love how I give them the okadoke on all these prices, and they start going too high.
Right.
Caleb,
500.
500. Sandra.
I'm like squinting at it. I'm
I
like
know,
trying to
right?
measure it. By the way, apologize. We shouldn't kink shame. We shouldn't kink shame people. I'm gonna say $300.
$300. Actual retail price $1,925. Neil
Yay.
is taking home the latex Dalmatian
Yay!
suit.
I have
That-
two of
now,
them
now you got 2.
That suit is a commitment. Ooh.
All right.
Wearing that suit is the equivalent of being in this basement and doing a show. It's about that warm inside.
Perhaps.
So now we are getting into ephemera, and some of these you may have heard of. So first up, we have a holy relic. We have an absolute spiritual item in the Virgin Mary
They see Mary. I see Jesus.
on.
In a,
I'm going
what is it, a tortilla
on
chip?
It's a grilled cheese.
grilled
Or a
cheese
grilled
sandwich.
cheese sandwich. Okay.
I can see the cheese. He's oozing out. Oh man. Oh, this is you.
This is me.
This is you.
What-
101
What
Dalmatians.
size is this?
It's interesting that I see Jesus as well, but it is the Virgin Mary.
I see more Virgin Mary actually.
So Neil, you can own
I can open
this item
own.
that for over a year grew no mold
Wow.
before it was sold.
It's a miracle.
No mold before sold.
The mother.
That's a requirement of anything I buy.
The Mother Mary cheese bread, grilled cheese.
The Mother Mary.
Is that a bite
Jesus.
taken out of it?
It is. It is a partially eaten grilled cheese sandwich. Yes.
No mold though.
No mold.
No mold.
But there was a bite.
What was it sold on? Do you know?
eBay.
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 Okay.
This
So-
is actually a very famous item.
Yes, it is. I've
Ah.
heard of this item. There's other relics that
uh,
like go into burned carbs.
I'm gonna say someone paid $10,000 for this.
$10,000. Caleb, how much would you pay for the Virgin Mary?
How
Now
much
how
would I
much would
pay?
you pay?
How much would you pay me to eat it right now? I
I pay him $1.
It's probably way too low, but 2,500.
2,500. Sandra,
$6,500.
someone is taking home this grilled cheese sandwich today, and it is the actual retail price $28,000. Neil,
3 in a row.
Wow, suddenly
Wow.
Neil's
I
like,
know.
we all
Found
felt
it.
bad for Neil, and now we don't.
That's right. And now they all hate me again, just like usual.
But will it grow mold in your home?
We'll find out.
I can't wait to see all of your items displayed together.
I know, right?
all right, this one comes with a wonderful story as well. John Lennon once had his tooth removed and gave it to his housekeeper to be thrown away. She kept it, however.
Ah,
So how much did John Lennon's extracted rotten tooth sell for?
Wow.
now first of all, I love teeth. I actually have teeth tattooed on me. So there is a market here.
Right.
And I'm potentially a buyer. I'm potentially a player in this too.
And it had mold.
But I don't want John Lennon's tooth. I
Well-
want like your tooth.
Really?
Yeah.
How much did you pay for my tooth?
I'm just gonna pay the price of extraction by
okay.
me.
Oh, great. That doesn't sound fair. John Lennon's tooth. I mean, that's like a one-in-a-kind Christmas present to give to someone, or
Maybe engagement present.
something to wear around your neck, or yeah.
Give it to your grandmama.
I would pay for John Lennon's tooth. I'm gonna have to give that a clean. I'm feeling like a $27,000 bid right there.
Wow.
Was he really so
$27,000.
lazy he couldn't throw away his own goddamn tooth? He had to give it to somebody to put in the trash? That's kinda
And we
weird.
know for a fact it was his.
It's
Like
certified.
it was authentic.
DNA test?
Authenticated.
I mean, it kind of looks like forbidden popcorn in this picture.
Ah,
I don't
Oh,
know.
what
I mean,
caused
it's
it?
a fucking beetle. It's a one in a.
it's a beetle.
But it's also there's only one of this. So
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's
What did Niels open us with?
27?
there's some
75,000.
I was gonna say 75.
yeah.
So-
not
So I'm gonna shoot the moon, and I'm gonna say 10.
10,000?
$10,000.
That's lower than everybody. That's not exactly shooting the moon, but
Oh, I forgot. I guess I should have paid closer attention.
That's why I was a little
Well, she
confused
means
by
she's
that.
covering the other side.
shooting the
Yeah.
moon would be 100,000.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'm sticking with 10 though.
Okay.
I know.
I'm sticking.
Actual retail price $32,000.
Wow.
Neil, 4 in a row.
Dang.
Can I have the tooth when you're done with it?
Yeah.
Sure.
After you're done, like sparing no expense and starting a John Lennon.
Just like sitting there
Park.
admiring it in your hands.
It'll be. I will will it to you, so when I die, you will
Perfect.
inherit the tooth.
Perfect.
We have
The
three
meek shall
more.
inherit the tooth.
3 more. Okay.
3 more items.
Okay.
So
All right,
if
let's
we're gonna
go.
pull ahead, now's the time to do it, Sandra.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta pay attention again.
Okay.
You're going to be bidding on a brand new used car.
What?
Okay.
This is a van known as the Death Bus, once owned by one Dr. Kevorkian.
Ah.
But he
You
didn't
can see
actually.
his phone number is right there. if you're looking, no, I believe that is a tow truck.
He didn't. He didn't actually do any procedures in the van, though.
According to the reports and the legend, yes. This is the van that he drove around to perform his assisted.
So maybe in the van, or maybe he just drove it.
Correct. It was colloquially known as the death van, or the death bus.
The death pass.
Death bus.
Neil.
Death bus.
This is tricky.
Time to get
People
time to
try
get your
to
new
put
van.
us
Yeah.
down. Bus, death bus. What was it sold on? Like eBay cars or?
I believe it was just sold at auction.
Oh, that doesn't help me.
Yeah, but what, like a Sotheby's auction, like a Christie's auction?
Yeah,
Maybe they
or like
just
a
auctioned
county
off.
auction.
Maybe they auctioned
yeah,
like everything.
like
in
hey,
his
he did make
estate.
his payment, and we're just
Or
auctioning
they
it
took
off.
it away
Beef.
from him because he was
Army
thrown in
Beef said I
jail.
lived in that down by the river. Army Beef, I actually did live in one of those down by the river. Like,
You were
no
neighbors. Y'all were neighbors.
Joke. Legitimately.
Can I
lived in
borrow a
Volkswagen
cup
van
of sugar? Can I borrow a cup of sugar?
That's
neighbor?
where Sandra found Scott. In fact, when she
I
rescued
thought
him.
he was dead. I was going to pull out his
Exactly,
teeth.
she was going for the teeth.
Son of a bitch.
Like, oh, you're kind of cute.
The weird thing is you got 2 out before he woke up. So.
The front ones.
All right, Kevorkian's death bus.
It does
Damn.
not run. I should mention it no longer runs.
No, this is strictly like a.
Okay,
Display.
I'm gonna say this has a limited appeal if it doesn't run anymore. Although those are collector's items now, right? Those buses.
Those buses can be kind of.
Yeah, you know,
Expensive.
I'm gonna give this 34,000.
34,000 from Neil. Caleb.
10,000.
10,000. Sandra.
13.
$13,000. Actual retail price, this has been sold multiple times, but as of the last time, $32,500. Sandra is taking home the van.
Because
I'm
I went
very
over?
happy because I missed my van.
I don't get it because I went over.
Because you went over. That's
Damn.
Beep beep, get in, kids. It's a magic school bus.
I was technically closer. When I
She went over, motherfucker, and that's a key part of this game.
Next up is a metal pot.
Oh.
This pot, as you can see, has been heavily used. It was used by one Ed Gein.
No.
Sandra would kill and eat you for that. She would make your face into a lampshade.
Wow.
How much did Ed Gein's metal pot?
I feel like you know already, Sandra.
I probably did learn this at some point.
She already bid on it, probably.
I have to say that pot is haunted. like that is a haunted fucking item. Oh, Lordy Lou.
It's in a haunted museum, one that you have very much wanted.
Is it
to
Zach?
see.
Is it Zach Bagans?
Mhm.
Fuck. And so was he the last buyer then?
Yes.
Oh
Fuck.
shit.
Fuck. Fuck Zach Bagans.
But I mean, so that kind of gives us some like maybe context clues. I am overwhelmed at how much this fucking thing could
Except
cost.
Bagans probably paid them in hairspray. So.
Or gel.
No jelly.
Or mousse. I'm gonna. Oof, God. I'm probably too high. I'm gonna say 7,000.
$7,000. Neil.
Murderbelia is a big business.
Yeah, I would have thought more, I'll be honest with you.
I don't know.
But then I feel like Zach Bagans is cheap, though, also.
I can't tell. See, I'm like.
He got that Discovery money, though.
He's got that Discovery money, syndication money.
I don't know why people watch that show, but I mean,
Wow.
apologize if
All right,
you watch it, but
Let's call it 95.
9,500.
100.
Okay.
25,000.
$95. Caleb.
Oh my god.
Sandra would buy it for $95.
I would just use it as like a conventional pot. That's too expensive. I'm using it.
10,000.
10,000. Shockingly, you are all too high.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
What was the lowest bet? Was it
The lowest bid
yours,
was
sorry.
yours, Sandra, at 7,000.
okay? Cooking pot.
Army Beef would pay 75,000 for this.
Wow, Army.
Okay, I'm gonna
Mark
say.
Visions would pay 25K for this.
I'm gonna say a.
Wow, guys, we need to have a talk, you guys.
I'm gonna say $1,000.
1,000?
Yeah.
All right, for the death pot, I would pay. I'm gonna go now at 2,700.
2,700.
This is hard.
Caleb.
This is hard.
Kind of a niche.
3,000.
3,000.
Caleb, stop just squeaking in above me.
Ding, ding, ding. There is someone who is within $100 of this and gets the bonus point for being close. Not a rule that we actually talked about, but
We didn't talk about that. What a surprise! What a twist!
actual retail price $2,800.
Wow.
You're lucky.
I feel like the four of us could maybe go in like
On
four
that
ways
pot?
and on this pot.
What would we do with it? It's just
Yeah,
gonna
I don't
sit
think
here.
I want it though.
Would
No,
Scott,
it's haunted as
would Scott
fuck.
keep it in his house?
No, absolutely not.
So no, it could be in the studio. It'd just be right between
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
two of you.
Great.
in the
Yeah, and then
background.
we'll have even more technological problems
Well,
because of this
I
fucking
mean,
haunted
I'm
pot.
taking Neil's Dalmatian latex suit before I want that thing.
That is
The theater
cursed.
starts getting reports of paranormal activity everywhere.
Ah, we have to get rid of the pot.
The basement truly becomes haunted.
Yes. Ooh, that would give me the willies. It gives me the heebie-jeebies thinking about that pot. Ah.
Is that one more item?
The final item up for sale, or was once up for sale, a man in North Carolina in 2000 discovered what he claims to be the meaning of life and put up the answer to the meaning of life
No.
on eBay
No.
and successfully sold it, what did the meaning of life sell for?
Nice, Scott.
That's what he found.
What year was this?
2000. Neil? you
So
have
we're
the
in
first
like
guess.
Y2K fever.
Is that like it's a print, or he's just saying this is the meaning of life?
He discovered the meaning of life
And he told it.
chose to tell one
One
person what
person.
it was.
Okay.
What Scott put up
For-
is a
For,
inside
for
joke.
the price that he put for the
It's an
Okay, so
Inside
that's
winning
not
bidder
the
on
actual
eBay.
thing.
It's an inside joke if you've read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh.
Sorry, what was that?
So long and thanks for all the fish. So sad that it should come to this. We tried to warn you all, but oh dear.
Yay!
It's another inside joke. With
I'm
dolphins.
sorry if you just have read a fucking book, you know.
It's
you
true.
know this.
Okay. The meaning of life was sold on eBay for $100.
$100. All right. Caleb.
$5,000.
$5,000.
I'd pay that for the meaning of life.
Sandra.
$9,500.
$9,500. Blessedly, you're all too high.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We know our limits.
In that case, I'm going to say $35.
$35. Caleb.
$28.
$28. Sandra.
$42.
40. I appreciate that.
Very nice.
Blessedly, you have all gone over.
Wow. Okay, our last
I'm going to give you a
attempt.
clue now.
Okay.
I know the exact cent to which this sold for. So, your next guess, I would recommend including dollars and cents.
Okay. I'm going to go with $1.99.
$1.99. Caleb?
28 cents.
28 cents.
$5.50.
$5.50. Actual retail price, $3.26. Ding, ding, ding. Neil takes another. 4, 5, 6.
Wow.
He cheated.
Neil with 6 correct.
Damn.
Sandra with 3. Caleb with 3. We have a winner.
Very good.
Well played, sir. Well
Very
played.
good. Thank you.
Last time we feel sympathy for you.
I know. I would just like to say
That game was awesome.
that was
Wow.
an awesome game. That
Great
was a lot
job,
of fun,
Sandra,
actually.
for your brainchild.
And thank you
And
in chat
producer
for
Scott.
playing along with
Thank
us
you,
too.
producers out, for picking the items.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for allowing me to win on this Black Friday.
You gotta win eventually.
I know, right?
Eventually.
It had been a while. So.
No, never. Never.
All right.
Next, it'll go back to Caleb as always. So after this.
So up next on what day that? The 8th?
2 weeks from today,
I believe it is
7th-ish?
December 8th.
8th-ish.
My birthday episode
It's a birthday?
is a birthday.
Wow.
I'm going to venture into territory, waters that I'm not super versed in, and pick a Jello film.
Ooh.
And it's gonna be Don't Torture a Duckling.
Bam, bam. Cool. Jalo.
That's your homework.
That's what it's called.
Don't touch your duckling.
Don't
Yeah.
torture a duckling. It's good, solid life advice.
Yep. That's exciting. I'm glad that we're getting into it a little bit here. So, hey, y'all. Thanks for being here.
Thank
Cheers.
you so much. Thank you, producer Scott. Thank you, Reverend Michael B. As Neil said earlier, www.thecultshow.com/store if you'd like to buy any of our merch. Pod People of the Future, thank you very much for listening. In chat tonight, we had Mindy Horror Movie Addict, Miss Movie Buff Laura, Christy Stanhope, Tommy Levette, James McDonald, Creepy Pasta Scary Stories, Mark Visions, Truth, and Xeno you other turkey lurkeys out there.
Podcast people. Thank you.
And Army Beef.
Army Beef.
And Army Beef.
Army Beef.